What's going on, guys? It's Connor here, and today, because I haven't really been uploading anything, I have got some stuff planned that isn't like Call of Duty orientated, generally just for the channel and stuff like that, because the main reasons I haven't really been uploading is my computer has been it's been good and it's working stuff, but because I think I don't have enough memory or my graphics card isn't up to par, Sony Vegas has not wanted to work for me. And I've had this problem before and I've rectified it somehow, but with this one, because it's a different setup to Call of Duty, how I record the Call of Duty, it's a bit difficult to do. So everything else other than Call of Duty for the time being is probably going to be put on hold until I can upgrade my stuff. But I'll notify you on that in the near future videos or whatever. But the main reason other than that is because I was on a thing called work experience. If you don't know what it is, if you're too young or you aren't in America or wherever you would do work experience, you go to a company or some sort of place where other people would work and get paid for working there, and you spend 2 weeks at specific locations, like as I said, where people work, and you just pretty much just do what they do. Then just it's pretty much in the name to get an experience of the working life, if you get what I mean. And I was doing that, so I'd leave at about 9 o'clock and get back about 5 o'clock, and by that time I'm just like, oh, why didn't I just sit down and do fuck all? And to be honest, I didn't actually play Xbox for the first week because technically I did, but not on my Xbox to record. I was playing Lego Batman 2 on my brother's Xbox downstairs, so I couldn't record that. But I did think it'd be interesting if I recorded it anyway, because Lego games kind of boring to watch. But then I started playing it in the midweek of the last 2-week thing. I was pretty much just rotting on FIFA, and I don't mind that because FIFA's really good. But then me and my mate Jack, who's been on the channel regularly, I've mentioned him and stuff, he's kind of the main person I'd probably play with on stuff like Call of Duty and things like that. We came up with a challenge that we had to use a shotgun, and whoever can get the like, you can't use any other gun other than maybe secondary if you run out of ammo or whatever. You have to use throwing knives, and the main competition is whoever can get the most kills with their airdrop trap. So you see me putting down the thing. We're using the same setup where we'd have UAV and care package airdrop, whatever. And he won the first round, and I think we're drawing. We're drawing on the second 2-2, and we haven't played for about 2 hours now. So we'll probably play that later on, but because it's kind of late-ish and we've got to go back to school tomorrow for 2 weeks, we won't play it tonight, but we might. I'm not sure. But out of probably the 50 games we played or so using shotguns, this is probably the best. It was a 46-18 game. The other one I got, I think, was a 38-28, which was it was a good game, but KD wise, it wasn't that good, and we didn't win that one because we do domination when we play with the shotguns, and we lost. So I thought that probably won't be a good thing to upload if considering we lost. But the main topic I want to kind of talk about for the rest of this video, since it's about 10 minutes long, is the main situation with shotguns in general from Modern Warfare 2 to this. Now, I didn't necessarily use shotguns in COD 4, so I'm not an expert on them, but I have had experience with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, obviously, with the shotguns. And I think Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer, whoever designed the game, I think Treyarch started it with Black Ops with the whole shotguns for primary weapons. I think they made a huge mistake on that part, because I believe that instead of them doing that sort of stuff, they should maybe, instead of kept them as secondaries, but maybe made them less OP, because I know in Modern Warfare 2, I'd join any game. Like, I could join Search and Destroy, I could join, I personally, if I was playing with my mates on Modern Warfare 2, if we play Search and Destroy, I would tend to use the shotgun because it was so OP, but especially on maps like high rise and things like that. Do you know, like you always get the people in the specific camp spots at the spawn, and you rarely ever get somebody else rushing. You'd only get people sniping, and it was probably one of the easiest things to do for kills. You probably just get like a predator missile in the second round or maybe something like that. Never got a nuke in Search and Destroy, which I think there's only like a certain number of people that have, but yeah, I'd always use the shotguns in Search pretty much, unless it was a big map, because the shotguns were so good in the Marfa 2 that they weren't necessarily overpowered, but some of them were. The models especially were probably overpowered. The Spaz's range was overpowered, but people were complaining about the range, and then Infinity Ward they like modified it so it wasn't as powerful, but then the same number of people moaned that it was it wasn't powerful enough, and then they put the power up, but at the same time they put the range up, and then that started the whole controversy with, oh, the range is too much, I'm getting killed from across the map. And realistically, you're probably getting killed from the distance that I'm killing half of these people. Like, I'll show you literally in about a second. You're probably getting killed from about that distance, and that's not across the map. That's barely across like a courtyard. That's probably a hallway size kind of distance. That's nothing. I mean, if you were literally getting shot from, say, B to the other corner of the opposite side of there that I'm looking at there, if it was there, I'd understand you getting pissed off at being shot from the Spaz from there, but you're not. You're getting shot from quite close range. But I think they've fucked it up with the fact that they're putting the different guns. They fucked up the Spaz in Black Ops, I think, and the fact that they put it as primaries was a big cock up in their favour. I didn't like that because I used to like being able to go, oh fuck, there's a guy going around the corner, bam, and I've got my shotgun out instead of my ACR or something. But I think by pure facts they've changed everything about the shotguns, and they've made new ones and stuff like that. I don't think Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, whoever, Treyarch, whatever, haven't thought good enough about the shotgun's range, the power, the differences. Because, I mean, I killed that guy pretty much at the same distance as I killed the guy in front of him, and he sponged twice. And I could kill somebody that's at the end of the tunnel here in one shot, but then there could be another guy in the same position that takes 2 shots. And it's not because they've got, like, Painkiller or the Ballistic Vest on. It's because they just didn't get the right frame of it. And if people are going to be like, oh yeah, but the bullets go askew from your aim, but if that's the case, they shouldn't suddenly go from dead target to fucking shooting all over the place like I'm using the Scar or the M60 or something like that. Because that's not the whole idea with the shotguns. That's what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is something that's kind of accurate but not as OP as, say, I don't know, the Top 95, stuff like that. But if they're gonna have the shotguns as a primary in Black Ops 2, I highly hope that they look over the actual range, the distance, the power of the guns and how it varies, so it's consistent, rather than it being I shoot a guy from the end of the tunnel with 1 shot, and then I'll shoot a guy even closer from pretty much the fact that I could probably shove my cock up his ass kind of range, and him still sponging and taking 2 shots. That's the whole caboodle of what's fucked up in the game. Is that I killed that guy from quite far away, and I'm pretty sure there's some circumstances where even you people that are watching have probably come up to the point where you'd be literally touching each other. You've shot him, but he sponges and he's still alive. That's the kind of, see, he just sponged then, and surprisingly I did miss, so I suppose that's it. But then he gets killed from 1 shot from there, and then there's a guy here that I admittedly missed, but I got him in the leg, and surely that should probably kill him from that close range. Because I'm just saying, if you were in real life and you got shot by a USAS in the leg, I'm pretty sure your leg will probably fall off, and in that kind of aspect, I'm pretty sure you'd probably die in Call of Duty circumstances. So I highly hope that they have thought into this and are going to listen to the community about this. But the video's kind of come to an end. If you did enjoy this kind of rant about different type of guns, shotguns, whatever, tell me in the comments and just, say blah 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 blah. Thanks for watching anyway, guys. I hope you did like it, and it's good to be back. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.